Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. So today we're going to finish off in the Brecilian Forest. So let's just get straight into that. Head into the pool, which for some reason is the entrance to the lair of the werewolves. Yep, here we are. Okay, certainly hope to finish in the Brecilian Forest today. We don't have too much left to go. It was just a little too much to squeeze into the last episode. Werewolves! Okay. Let us start with a Mind Blast. Okay, that did not go how I hoped. It's not a great sign to be dying this early into the episode. Let us try this instead. I'm going to try Blizzard. And hopefully... that may have done something. I honestly don't know if it did. Okay. Okay, well, I took out most of them with my bombs. Unfortunately, I also took out my companions, which is less than brilliant. There are just 2 left now. Wait, where'd the third one come from? I thought I only had 2 left. Okay, never mind. I don't know if I can do this or not. We're trying. We're trying very hard. Okay, that's that one down. That's that one down. Okay, I think I can do this just one-on-one as long as I keep an eye on my health and he doesn't use Overwhelm. Because Overwhelm's that ability where he basically jumps on you and you can't do anything about it. Sweet, done. Barely. Very barely, but we managed it. Oh, I've got some... Oh no. I thought this kind of flashy purple stuff was hurting me, but I don't actually think it is. Instead, let us resurrect everyone, please. Thank you. There we are.
I'm injured.
Yep, I know. Now for the werewolves, you actually have 3 ways to deal with it, to deal with this. So Zathrian's asked us to basically kill Witherfang, the leader of the werewolves. There are a couple of other things you can do though, and I'm going to try one of those other ways. I don't actually want to kill them, I don't think it's the best way to deal with this.
This should be easy enough.
So we will be doing something slightly different than what Zathrian's asked us to, but that's okay. It's all good. There's more werewolves up ahead. Actually, I can see them on my minimap. Yep, they've realised. Cool. The problem is actually these shadow wolves. Okay, that makes sense. The shadow wolves, I think, are kind of the rogues of the wolf world. So they were stealth, which is why I didn't see how many there actually were before. Okay, that wasn't all of them. You can see there's a couple more on the map. I'm going to leave those for now if they're not going to attack.
On it.
And just check down there. Cool, absolutely fine.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm guessing there's a couple more shadow wolves, maybe? We'll see.
I'll do it. Right.
Maybe not. Okay. They're going to jump out now that I've said that. Fully aware of that. Oh, that's all good though. Hang on, there is a very... This chest is slightly bugged. It's kind of hard to actually select it. Oh,
What's on your mind?
no thank you. There we are. Okay, this chest seems to be bugged.
I shall.
Oh no, there we go. And it just had a stupid piece of minor loot in it anyway. All good. Pile of junk probably doesn't have anything great. Nope. Inventory full. I don't really need the shield anyway, so we'll just leave it. At this point in the game, kind of rolling in gold. If we have a look. Yeah, 52 gold. So we are basically fine. Oh, fruit. Don't need that either. Okay. But it's still kind of just my habit to pick up all the loot I find. Oh, an autosave. That probably means we're at the end. Yeah. Alright, the gatekeeper.
Stop! Brothers and sisters, be at ease. We do not wish any more of our people hurt. I ask you this now, outsider. Are you willing to parley?
Yep, so like I said, you can just attack the gatekeeper. That basically means you're siding with Zathrian and you're going to kill all the werewolves. We are going to parley. So, we are talking right now, aren't we? So, talk.
Not with me. I have been sent to you on behalf of the lady. She believes you may not be aware of everything you should be. She means you no harm, provided your willingness to parley in peace is an honest one.
Then take me to this lady.
It wishes to speak to these creatures? What is the point? We've slaughtered our way this far. What's a bit further?
Let's try and persuade him, otherwise I'm pretty sure you lose approval with him. It is never a weakness to seek out alternatives, Shale.
Fine. Arguing with that logic will just give me a headache, I swear.
Follow me. But I warn you, if you break your promise and harm her, I will come back from the Fade itself to see you pay.
I bid you welcome, mortal. I am the Lady of the Forest.
Thank you, I'm glad we have this chance to talk.
Do not listen to her, lady. She will betray you. We must attack her now.
Hush, Swiftrunner. Your urge for battle has only seen the death of the very ones you've been trying to save. Is that what you want?
No, my lady. Anything but that.
The time has come to speak with this outsider, to set our rage aside. I apologize on Swiftrunner's behalf. He struggles with his nature.
As do we all, lady.
Truer words were never spoken. But few could claim the same as these creatures, that their very nature is a curse forced upon them. No doubt you have questions, mortal. There are things that Zathrian has not told you.
Is that so? Such as?
It was Zathrian who created the curse that these creatures suffer. The same curse that Zathrian's own people now suffer. Centuries ago, when the Dalish first came to this land, a tribe of humans lived close to this forest. They sought to drive the Dalish away. Zathrian was a young man then. He had a son and daughter he loved greatly. And while out hunting, the human tribe captured them both.
The humans tortured the boy, killed him. The girl they raped and left for dead. The Dalish found her, but she learned later she was with child. She killed herself.
So Zathrian cursed them, I take it.
Zathrian came to this ruin and summoned a terrible spirit, binding it to the body of a great wolf. So Witherfang came to be. Witherfang hunted the humans of the tribe. Many were killed, but others were cursed by his blood, becoming twisted and savage creatures.
Twisted and savage, just as Witherfang himself is.
So the Dalish leader misled us.
They were driven into the forest. When the human tribe finally left for good, their cursed brethren remained, pitiful and mindless animals.
Until I found you, my lady. You gave me peace.
I showed Swiftrunner that there was another side to his bestial nature. I soothed his rage and his humanity emerged. And he brought others to me.
Why did you ambush the Dalish? For revenge?
In part. We seek to end the curse. The crimes committed against Zathrian's children were grave, but they were committed centuries ago by those who are long dead. Word was sent to Zathrian every time the landships passed this way, asking him to come, but he has always ignored us. We will no longer be denied.
We spread the curse to his people, so he must end the curse to save them.
Please, mortal. You must go to him. Bring him here. If he sees these creatures, hears their plight, surely he will agree to end the curse.
Right, so these are the other two choices. You could kill the werewolves, of course, and side with Zathrian. You can bring Zathrian, which is kind of your compromise option, and it's what I'm going to try and do. Your third option is actually killing all the elves and killing Zathrian in the process. That's almost not an option I basically ever choose, but it is an option, and I will try and do it with one of my other characters to show you what it looks like. But in the meantime, alright, I will bring Zathrian.
Tell him if he refuses, I will ensure that Witherfang is never found. He will never cure his clan. Outside of this chamber, the passage leading back to the surface has been opened for you. Return with Zathrian as soon as you can.
Okay, so that door was the one that was locked earlier, but the lady has just unlocked it for us. Actually got approval for Shale there, that's interesting. I thought he was going to disapprove. Now, before moving on, there is... Oh, I forgot my inventory's full. There is, is that golden ring? Plus constitution. Actually, can anyone wear that? You. Golden ring, constitution. Fine. Okay. Before you go anywhere though, there is actually one thing that's quite easy to miss. Now, you were basically taken from the room where you first spoke to the werewolves, the gatekeeper. Oh, yeah, okay. To this room. Greenstone? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, you were basically teleported from one room to the other, but because of that, you didn't get the chance to explore the gatekeeper's room, and it is well worth doing it, because there are 2 quest items you need to pick up in there. So let's go do that quickly, just before I forget about it. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Eek. Yeah, no, that's the way you're meant to go to complete this quest. I got confused because all the werewolves were facing the other direction. Let's go this way then. Yeah, so this is the gatekeeper's room. You want to come back here and explore this. Not necessarily the scale gloves, which I obviously can't pick up right now. Really can't wait till we can sell stuff. But there are some side passages, yeah. Iron ring, that's useless anyway. This chest here, let's unlock that.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, they're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Cool, nice easy +5 with shell. Didn't mean to do that though. I wanted to unlock the chest. Master lockpicker. One, guess what that's for? This one here. Picked the locks on 50 chests or doors. Sweet. Okay, glass phylactery. That's one thing. That's one of the things we need.
This should be easy enough.
Right, another revenant to fight.
Right.
Let's get this over with.
I never liked this part. I try to be merciful.
Yep, it's immune to my damage, which is super annoying, but at least my companions are doing some damage to it. I could, to be honest, switch out my staff. I might see if I have anything better in my pack. Which you would hope, given that I have all this. No, I just have some fairly rubbish things. Okay, that's fine, that's fine.
No more. Come now, defend yourself. Stand back. A little frantic. I can see why.
Cool. And with that, Revenant down. Let's see what he's got. Another Codex entry. We've done those two. This is the 5th one. We condemn both Spirit and Host for inviting the Walker. With solemn hearts we bind you by your true name, Shamas Goodson, Revenant and Perversion of a rare friendship. Regret holds more pain than burying the dead, and thus they forgive you, brother, and bind your weakness for eternity. Cool, so that means we've found 3 of the Revenants. There's 2 more to go. Insufficient skill. Interesting. Oh, she does have a cracked skull. I might try and heal that. Cracked skull is the one that gives minus to cunning, and cunning is what she uses to lockpick, is the stat she uses for that, so... What I'm actually going to do is... I know there are injury kits I can use. I'm actually trying to use up item space as well, so... May as well do it this way. Even though it takes slightly longer. And of course the cracked head is the last one to heal. Here we go. See if you can do it now. Yeah, and that, you see, is the difference between having a cracked skull and not having a cracked skull. Inventory is full, but it's just a trade manifest, which is not particularly useful anyway, I don't think. It does give some money though, so let us get rid of the D mushrooms. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that black vial was one reason to come back there. There is another reason that you want to come back to the gatekeeper's room. Let's see if I can find it. Shouldn't be that hidden, it's probably just up the other staircase. If I had to guess. Because, you know, why would it be in the same place as the last thing?
Yes?
Delish boots, it's fine.
Yes?
Here it is, in the very last place I looked. Pile of rags.
Right.
That's interesting. How much? Okay. You unlock the chests. Even if I don't want what's in them, it still gives experience to her. No, but the ancient texts here are what we actually needed. If you loot them, you get another scroll of Banastor. In the Fade dwell creatures both foul and fair, but all plague mankind with lusts and prides incalculable in our waking hours. Our power attracts them, and for good reason. A unique bridge between flesh and dreams is one way they can enter the realm of flesh. To begin the path to true power, court these poor, terrible creatures and best them. Force them into servitude, or pledge your heart to them. Either way, you gain immense power and the means with which to tear holes in the world. Yeah, so there's another scroll of Banastor. Still a couple more to go. To complete the quest for them, but that's all good. But that is why you need to return to this room. Even though if you parlay, you're immediately taken to the next room. Less of an issue if you choose to fight, because you'll fight there and then you can remember to loot it before entering this room. But anyway. Okay, let's go deal with Zathrian, shall we? Is this the correct way? No, it's not. It is in fact the opposite of the correct way. Let's go this way.
Ah, and here you are already.
Somehow I figured I'd find you here.
Did you? Aren't you the intuitive one?
I don't like this one. Can we not simply crush its head?
There was no way to tell what would happen once you reached this ruin, so I decided to come myself.
We need to talk, you and I.
Yes, there will be plenty of time for that. Did you acquire the heart?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. May I ask then, why are you leaving the ruin?
I've been sent to bring you back to the Lady of the Forest.
Oh, is that what the spirit calls herself now? And what does she want with me, if I might inquire?
What is it you think she wants?
To survive, I suspect. That is the common nature amongst all such creatures, the will to survive. You do understand that she actually is Witherfang?
Yes, I thought as much.
She is the powerful spirit of this ancient forest that I summoned long ago and bound in the body of the wolf. Her nature is that of the forest itself. Beautiful and terrible, serene and savage, maiden and beast. She is the lady and Witherfang both, two sides of a single being. The curse came first from her. Those she afflicted with it mirrored her own nature, becoming savage beast as well as human.
But the werewolves have regained their minds.
I find that difficult to believe. They attacked my clan, and they were the same savages then that they have ever been. They deserve to be wiped out and not defended. Come, I will accompany you back to the ruin. Let us go and speak to the spirit, and I will force her into Witherfang's form. He may then be slain and the heart taken.
I assure you, the werewolves have regained their minds.
Even so, they are still the same worthless creatures that their ancestors were. They deserve nothing more than the misery they possess. This is not your battle, Grey Warden. Let us just take the heart and be done with it.
Won't you at least consider talking to them?
Why? You claim they have regained their minds, but they are still savage beasts. Their nature is unchanged. All they want is revenge, or a release that I will not give them. No, let us take the heart and end it.
Do you still have so much hatred after all this time?
You were not there. You did not see what they did to my son, to my daughter, and so many others. You are Elven. You know what it is like to have injustice thrown in your face. Their crimes could not go unanswered.
But those crimes were committed centuries ago.
I remember them as if it were yesterday. Even if they are more than animals now, they desire nothing but revenge. They will never let my clan be.
So your answer is to let them suffer forever?
Tell me, if you held your own daughter's lifeless body in your arms, would you not also have sworn an eternity of pain on those who did such to her?
I might have, but who is being punished now?
Very well. You wish me to go and talk? I will do so. But what if it is only more revenge they wish? Will you safeguard me from harm?
I will, unless you attack first.
I fail to see the purpose behind this, but very well. It has been many centuries now. Let us see what the spirit has to say.
I like how Shale is kind of just gliding across the floor there.
So here you are, spirit.
She is the lady of the forest. You will address her properly.
You've taken a name, spirit? And you've given names to your pets? These beasts who follow you?
It was they who gave me a name, Zathrian. And the names they take are their own. They follow me because I help them to find who they are.
Who they are has not changed from whom their ancestors were. Wild savages, worthless dogs. Their twisted shape only mirrors their monstrous hearts.
He will not help us, lady. It is as I warned you. He is not here to talk.
No, I am here to talk, though I see little point in it. We all know where this will lead. Your nature compels it, as does mine.
It does not have to be that way. There is room in your heart for compassion, Zathrian. Surely your retribution is spent.
My retribution is eternal, spirit. As is my pain. This is justice, no more.
Are you certain your pain is the only reason you will not end this curse? Have you told the mortal how it was created?
He said he summoned you and bound you to a wolf.
And so he did. Witherfang and I are bound as one being. But such powerful magic could not be accomplished without Zathrian's own blood. Your people believe you have rediscovered the immortality of their ancestors, Zathrian, but that is not true. So long as the curse exists, so do you.
No! That is not how it is!
Just how far are you willing to go for your revenge, Zathrian?
I did it for my people. I did it for my son and my daughter. For them, for justice, I would do anything.
The curse would not end with Zathrian's death. His life, however, relies on its existence. And I believe his death plays a part in its ending.
Then we kill him! We tear him apart now!
For all your powers of speech, you are beasts still. What would you gain from killing me? Only I know how the ritual ends, and I will never do it.
Ha! You see? We must kill them all!
See? They turn on you as quickly. Do what you have come here to do, Grey Warden, or get out of my way.
I don't care, Zathrian. I won't help you do this.
Then you die with them. All of you will suffer as you deserve.
Okay, here we are fighting Zathrian. As you can see, he's summoned some allies, some Sylvans. In theory, the werewolves are your allies, but he paralyzes them at the start of the battle, so they basically don't do anything. Let us just take them out. I mean, at the end of the day, he is just a mage, which means he isn't particularly sturdy. And as you can see, just my character alone is whittling down their health quite fast. Unfortunately, Wynn did die, which is kind of a bummer, but we will see. If I can take him down without it. Blizzard, that is annoying. Okay, we freeze each other and I die because the Sylvan kills me. Alright, let's try again. Perhaps getting everyone to focus on Zathrian will be the easiest way. I'm pretty sure if Zathrian dies, the battle just ends. So let's just do that. No, don't do that. I don't want to hit Shale with that if I don't have to.
I cannot defeat you.
Finish it. Kill him now.
Oh, somebody please kill somebody.
No! Don't kill him! Please, lady, stop him!
No, Swiftrunner. We will not kill him. If there is no room in our hearts for mercy, how may we expect there to be room in his?
I cannot do as you ask, Spirit. I am too old to know mercy. All I see are the faces of my children, my people. I cannot do it.
Hasn't this gone on long enough, Zathrian?
Perhaps I have lived too long. This hatred in me is like an ancient, gnarled root. It has consumed my soul. What of you, Spirit? You are bound to the curse just as I am. Do you not fear your end?
You are my maker, Zathrian. You gave me form and consciousness where none existed. I have known pain and love, hope and fear, all the joy that is life. Yet of all things I desire nothing more than an end. I beg you, Maker, put an end to me. We beg you, show mercy.
You shame me, Spirit. I am an old man, alive long past his time.
Then you'll do it? You'll end the curse?
Yes, I think it is time. Let us put an end to it all.
It's over. She's gone, and we're human. I can scarcely believe it.
Yep, and with that, the curse is broken. I do kind of like how the werewolves turned humans have nicely cut here, but I guess that's okay. So, what are you going to do now?
We'll leave the forest, I suppose. Find other humans, see what's out there for us. It should be quite interesting, don't you think? Thank you. We'll never forget you.
There we go, and so that is the all my companions approve, and that is the compromise ending to this questline. My opinion, the best one, where the werewolves get turned back into their human forms. Zathrian and the Lady of the Wood do die, however.
As you wished.
And I guess just a note on that fight with Zathrian, as you saw there, the best strategy, because he does summon a lot of allies and the werewolves are useless to you, the best strategy is really to just rush Zathrian and try and kill him as quickly as possible. He's not that bulky, and if you have to fight through his enemies, then Zathrian's spells will do a lot of damage, so just be aware. Alright, now which way do I need to go? Okay, I think it's the other way. Oh yeah, it is this way because there's a treasure pile up at the door there. Or not. Yeah, we'll try this way. Okay, perfect. Here we are. Okay, and from here it gives you the choice. So let's just head back to the Dalish camp and see what happens there. Oh, an encounter. Guess that's not surprising. The Dark Forest, that seems ominous. Alright. We are surrounded by spiderwebs though, so I can guess what's going to happen. Yep, there he is. Giant spiderweb. Something tells me they're not the only spiders. I guess we'll see if that's true or not. Yep, here we go. Alrighty. I don't actually think this encounter is much of anything. I think it's just one that you have to get through and then exit. I don't think there's a point or a quest or anything with this one, but that's okay.
Show me what you got. Desperation is an ugly curfew. Mission.
Oh, well, there is a boss though, the Queen Spider. Okay, I actually do want Lorian Potion.
Right. As you wish.
Okay, that looks like everything. Let's get out of here. As I thought, nothing particularly special about that, just a bunch of spiders to fight. So let's keep heading to the Dalish camp. I thought that would take us right into the Dalish camp. Apparently I've got to run the way there. Never mind.
It is done.
Zathrian has banished all traces of cursed blood from the hunters. It is too bad that Zathrian had to die. I felt it when he departed. I think he was ready to go.
He was a hero in the end, Linnea.
It will be difficult to fill Zathrian's shoes. He was our keeper for many centuries, and he will be sorely missed. But I am keeper now. Let me say it officially then. I hereby swear to uphold the terms of the ancient contract our people formed with the Grey Wardens. Call, and we shall come, with great speed and purpose, and we shall strike at your foes. This I swear.
Thank you, Linnea.
It has been a long time since the Dalish marched to war, but I trust that in the end, we shall make a difference for you.
There we go. Poacher, and we got a level up, which is really good, as well as a codex, it looks like. Let's actually start with just the achievement, which is for siding with the elves and nature of the beast. It's kind of what they consider any ending with the elves end up with you, even this compromise ending. So either killing the werewolves or doing the compromise will get you this achievement. Okay, codex. Just update to Zathrian. At the urging of the Lady of the Forest, Melody persuaded Zathrian to give up his own life, returning the werewolves to their human forms and saving the elves who had been inflicted with the curse. And Witherfang? Witherfang is, according to the Keeper Zathrian, a wolf. He is no ordinary wolf, however. He is a wolf possessed by a powerful spirit and the source of the werewolf curse that plagues the Brecilian Forest. While Witherfang is hundreds of years old and very powerful in his own right, the only way to end his curse is to cut out his heart and bring it to Zathrian. It appears that Witherfang has two sides, as nature does. One is the wolf, savage and male, but the other is the Lady of the Forest, gentle and female. Witherfang is both beast and beauty, terrible and peace-loving. The lady has guided the werewolves of the Brecilian Forest to come to peace with their nature, as she has. There we go. And we'll do our level up, I suppose. So, there's our Arcane Warrior that's been unlocked. Still have not unlocked Spirit Healer or Shapeshifter. They're actually pretty easy to unlock, I think, so I could do that soon. But anyway, Arcane Warrior. I think I'll leave it for now. Although actually, at my level, what level am I? Level 14. Level 14 is when you can pick 2 specializations, I believe. You can pick a second one. See? Or up there it even says specialization 2. So I'm actually going to grab Arcane Warrior. Still means I can grab Spirit Healer later if I want it. And we will do that, I think. There's our Arcane Warriors, so we can grab Combat Magic. While this mode is active, the Arcane Warrior channels magic inward, trading increased fatigue for an attack bonus and ability to use spell power to determine combat damage. Aura of Might and Fade Shroud improve the effects. Additionally, regardless of whether the mode is active, an Arcane Warrior who has learned the spell may use the magic attribute to satisfy the strength requirement to equip higher level weapons or armor. So since we're that, we'll actually just grab that, and that'll be us done. Okay, cool. Veteran. Is that for taking specialization, or is that for level? Main characters learned a specialization. Perfect. Sweet. Nice and easy. Liliana also grabbed a level there. Okay, she needs cunning. She might actually need some dexterity if I'm correct. What do these need? 30 dexterity, yeah. So we're actually just going to pump up her dexterity to 30. Put another point in cunning. Okay. With that, we'll get her critical shot. And what's that codex update? Oh no, that's the Zathrian one. That's fine. Okay. There we go. Level up done. Now this chest behind Linnea, now that you've completed the quest, you can actually open that with no repercussions. So it has the songbook. Of course my inventory's full. I probably should have dealt with that first. That's okay. Give you the codex in Euthanera. If you had tried to open that earlier, then it would, I believe the elves would have lost a lot of respect for you. So doing it now is fine though. In Euthanera, Haren nama Lenash Salin, Emma Air Abelas, Sovereignen Isla Hamin, Venenen Him Dorfelas. In Euthanera Narivas, Ver Sulanen, Ver Derthera, Ver Samal la Numin, Verlath Savunin, translated from the Old Tongue. Elder, your time has come. Now I am filled with sorrow. Weary eyes need resting. Heart has become grey and slow. In waking sleep is freedom. We sing, rejoice. We tell the tales. We laugh and cry. We love one more day. From In Uthanera, traditional elven song of unknown origin. There we go. Please excuse my terrible elven pronunciation, but since it's a made-up language, I think that's fine. Okay. Let us talk to Varathorn here.
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the hunters. Our armaments will be superior to anything else you find on the battlefield.
I'd like to barter.
I am no merchant, but I have plenty that you may need.
Now, I believe... Yes. Once you have completed the quest, as long as Varathorn's still alive, which again, you can side with the werewolves and kill all the elves, but if he's still alive, he actually updates his shop, including a backpack, so we'll grab that. Seriously? I did not know that happened. Okay, we'll sell something quickly. Don't need that. Fine. Sell. Grab the backpack. There we go. Also got the Shapeshifter manual. There is another way to learn the Shapeshifter specialization, so I'm not actually going to get that right now. What I am going to do, he's got some interesting tomes here as well. I'm going to go through and equip my characters with better weapons if I have them, and sell what I don't need. So I'll be back once I've done that. Alright, so I have outfitted all my party members, and as you see, I have now changed which party members I have with me. I have these, well, at least Morrigan and Wynn with me for a very specific reason. I've actually taken the chance to level them all up as well. So for Morrigan, for example, I've given her a couple of her other shapes if I want to use those. Also given her some more spells. And that is what I want to try now. There's a spell in particular I do want to try. So for this, we need to have Spell Might active. I'm going to come to Morrigan and I'm going to cast, not Lightning, I'm going to cast Tempest. So we'll do that. Okay, so she calls a localized lightning storm, that's all well and good. With Spell Might active, I'm going to cast Blizzard in the same area. And with that, we have created a new spell. Now that is a spell combination, and we did just get a codex entry. If I'm honest, I did this before without realizing I hadn't turned the recording back on. So I already have the codex entry, but let's have a look at it. It's a spell combination. It's this one here, Storm of the Century. When two storm systems collide, chaos and destruction inevitably ensue. A mage who combines the blustering ice and snow of Blizzard with the whirling lightning storm of Tempest will generate a terrifying Storm of the Century. Anyone caught within its bounds will suffer spectacular electrical damage. Now the codex doesn't mention it, but I'm pretty sure you do need Spell Might as well to cast it. And I think how it works when you're using two casters like I am, is you need the person who cast the last spell to have Spell Might active. That's why I used Morrigan's Tempest first, and then my own character's Spell Might, so I use Spell Might plus Blizzard. I'm pretty sure that's how you need to do it if you're using two separate casters. It does a lot of area of effect damage, and it actually looks pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever seen this effect before in game. I don't know that I've actually cast Storm of the Century, because it does require a few high-leveled spells to activate. But anyway, alright, I am going to sell my items, because I still haven't done that yet. And so I'll do this quickly, and then I will be back. Okay, there we are. I have sold most of my equipment. As you see now, only 36 capacity. I've kept a few items I might want later. A couple of my really good items. Don't need the Dalish boots though, actually. Let's get rid of those quickly. And the other thing you might notice is that my own character looks very different. And that's because now that we have the Arcane Warrior specialization, which if we look at my character sheet is here, Arcane Warrior, I can equip better armor and different weapons. So I've done exactly that, sword and shield, and this is medium armor because I don't want my fatigue to be too high, because the higher your fatigue, the more your spells cost to cast, which effectively means the less you can cast. But I am quite happy with this. So now Varathorn, as we saw before, does sell some other stuff that we might be interested in. So let's have a quick look. Let us do this. Oh, it's alphabetical. Okay. Could certainly use the potions, and I mean money's not exactly an issue, so we might as well buy them. because my own characters don't really have the herbalism to make better stuff. Don't really need the injury kits. I suppose we'll take them anyway. Take those ones, I won't bother with that. Lurium potions, yes please. So as you see, a lot of recipes. I'm not going to bother buying them just because crafting is not really something I'm that into. I believe he does sell... Oh, of course, a lot of this is the equipment I literally just sold him. Okay. Here we go. The Dark Moon. Now, 14 gold, so it's certainly not cheap. That is... Honestly, it's not that great of a bow compared to what I'm already using, but you do want to buy it. The reason is, I believe, it gives you a codex entry, yep. So we'll have a quick look at this one. The Dark Moon. At Shartan's word, the sky grew black with arrows. At Our Lady's 10,000 swords rang from their scabbards. A great hymn arose over Valerian fields, gladly proclaiming, those who had been slaves were now free. Shatan 10:1. They say that Shatan's followers stole whatever they could find to make weapons. They fought with knives of sharpened stone and glass, and with bows made of broken barrels or firewood. This bow was oxhorn, made in secret over the course of months by a slave who worked in the slaughterhouses of Minrathous. The slave's name has been lost to history, and the verses that spoke of his deeds stricken from the chant, but the weapon endures. So, Dark Moon here, rather interesting bow with some interesting history behind it. So you can only buy that from Varathorn, I
We're
believe.
working hard to make enough.
The other thing I would like to buy from him are these tomes that he has. Where are they? Here they are. Tome of Skill and Sundry, and the Tome of Mortal Vessel. So this gives attribute points, and this gives a skill point. So I have the gold, so I might as well just buy them both, and see if we can give them to our girl here. It says level up. That's not a true level up. It's just because we got a skill point. And we will use the other book as well. Okay, let's see what she's got. Just one attribute point. That doesn't really matter that much. Certainly don't need to do that. Let's see. Might as well stick that in willpower. Yep. I'm actually going to take improved stealing, I think. I think we'll start working on these ones. Oh, the other thing that could be really useful is combat training. That prevents you being interrupted when casting spells. But I am going to take improved stealing. You know what? Fine. Okay. And then that's us done here. The other thing to do is to use some of these gifts that we have. But I will go to the party camp to do that, just because it's a bit easier than swapping around companions all the time. And I'm sure there'll be some conversations when we go to camp anyway. Let's head out.
You were the Grey Warden who broke the curse. I demand to know what happened to the werewolves. Where did they go?
Okay, she does give you an item, I think, but you need to persuade her. If you did actually kill the werewolves, this encounter, of course, goes very differently, because you did kill them. But we didn't, so we'll lie about it.
You did? And somehow, I believe you. That you took action against those murderers speaks well of you. Take this token. It was crafted long ago by a great master. Now I will go into the forest and hunt. Perhaps there are others still to be found, stragglers. I can only hope.
There we go. Item received, and I got an achievement for the persuasion check, I believe. Silver tongue to persuade at 25 difficult persuasion checks. Yep, easy. So, what did we just get? I believe it's an amulet? It's a ring, silver leaf. Just +1 cunning. Not honestly too special of a ring, but it is a unique item, so there we go, we've got it. How did we end up here? Oh, this is back in the Brecilian Forest. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Let's get out of this place. We don't need to be here. Alright, let's start looking at some of the other endings you can get with the Dalish Elves. So here I am with my Dalish Archer. And I'm going to take a slightly different route here. This character is Dalish, so I think it makes sense for her to side more fully with the elves than my main playthrough did. Let's go talk to the gatekeeper.
Stop! Brothers and sisters, be at ease. We do not wish any more of our people hurt. I ask you this now, outsider. Are you willing to parley?
I've come for Witherfang's heart, nothing less.
But why? The lady believes that you may not be aware of everything you should, and has asked to speak with you. She means you no harm, provided your willingness to parley in peace is an honest one.
So this is the game trying to tell you that there are other options? But let's just go, forget it. I'm not about to trust any of you.
Wait. Surely we can listen to what they have to say. Do we truly lose so much just by listening to their words? Must we slaughter our way past everything?
I didn't really think about this when selecting my companions, but Wynne and probably Alistair are certainly not going to like this choice. We came this far, Wynne. Don't back down now.
Very well. Perhaps you are right.
Then it seems we are done. The die is cast. So be it.
Okay, and now we've got to fight the gatekeeper and his wolves. And his backup too. There's actually quite a lot of wolves in this fight. And this, of course, isn't even the main one because the lady's not here. A little unfortunate the wind froze me there, but that's okay. Let's just give him one of those. As you can see, this is definitely a tough fight, and I'm about to lose it, I believe. We'll try and win with just then, but I don't really think there's a chance against this many foes. What would be nice is if I could use two-handed sweep, but I don't have a stamina right now. Well, that's one down, I guess. Oh, and there he goes. Okay.
It is done.
I have silenced it.
Okay, now I'm sure it was very quiet during that fight. This was a lot harder than I expected. That fight took me many attempts to get. But as you can see, all my other companions died and Sten was the last one left in this particular try. In fact, Sten was usually the last one to go down. But I managed to... But in this particular attempt, by the time everyone else had gone down, there were only 4 wolves left. So I was able to spam health potions until Sten was able to pull through. Which, to admit, he hasn't quite yet, but he's about to. So I think I'm pretty safe in calling it. There we go. But as you can see, I have like no health potions left for the main fight now. So hopefully, it's not too hard. This is not a route I normally choose, so I didn't quite expect that fight to be as difficult as it ended up being, but that's okay.
What would you like? It shall be done.
Hopefully these wolves have a few potions on them is kind of what I'm hoping for. And some of them do seem to.
It shall be done.
Not nearly as many as I lost fighting them, of course.
I shall do it.
Now the bonus of fighting the gatekeeper there. The bonus is that they don't teleport you directly into the next room, which means I'm free to loot these side rooms. Which, like I said in my main playthrough, there are a couple of quest-related items in here, so you definitely want to explore this, regardless. I'll probably cut, because you've seen me do all this before, and I'll see you again when we're back in the main hall. Alright, I'm ready to go in and talk to the lady now, so let's see what she has to say.
It shall be done.
Please be at peace, all of you. This is my sanctum, and I do not wish it violated.
But they have slain those who guarded your sanctum, lady. They seek to harm you.
What they seek is quite something else, I fear. Allow me to bid you welcome, mortal. I am the Lady of the Forest.
Really? You seem more like the Lady of the Ruin to me.
You will not speak to the lady of this manner.
Hush, Swiftrunner. Your urge for battle has only seen the death of the very ones you've been trying to save. Is that what you want?
No, my lady. Anything but that.
And the time has come to speak with this outsider, to set our rage aside. I apologize on Swiftrunner's behalf. He struggles with his nature.
Rabid dogs usually need to be put down.
To be rabid is to be diseased without hope of a cure. Swiftrunner's curse was forced upon him, and there is a cure. No doubt you have questions, mortal. There are things that Zathrian has not told you.
So as you can see, even though we killed the gatekeeper, she is still willing to talk with us. I have a feeling if I force a fight, I'm going to lose, because I'm almost out of health potions, but we'll give it a go. I'm only wondering where Witherfang is.
There is more to understanding Witherfang than what Zathrian told you. Listen, and decide whether he has been entirely truthful. It was Zathrian who created the curse that these creatures suffer. The same curse that Zathrian's own people now suffer. Centuries ago, when the Dalish first came to this land, a tribe of humans lived close to this forest. They sought to drive the Dalish away. Zathrian was a young man then. He had a son and daughter he loved greatly. And while out hunting, the human tribe captured them both.
The humans tortured the boy, killed him. The girl they raped and left for dead. The Dalish found her, but she learned later she was with child. She killed herself.
So Zathrian cursed them, I take it.
Zathrian came to this ruin and summoned a terrible spirit, binding it to the body of a great wolf. So Witherfang came to be. Witherfang hunted the humans of the tribe. Many were killed, but others were cursed by his blood, becoming twisted and savage creatures.
Twisted and savage, just as Witherfang himself is.
Deceit is the nature of men.
They were driven into the forest. When the human tribe finally left for good, their cursed brethren remained, pitiful and mindless animals.
Until I found you, my lady. You gave me peace.
I showed Swiftrunner that there was another side to his bestial nature. I soothed his rage and his humanity emerged. And he brought others to me.
Why should I care about any of this?
We seek to end the curse. The crimes committed against Zathrian's children were grave, but they were committed centuries ago by those who are long dead. Word was sent to Zathrian every time the landships passed this way, asking him to come, but he has always ignored us. We will no longer be denied.
We spread the curse to his people, so he must end the curse to save them.
Please, mortal. You must go to him. Bring him here. If he sees these creatures, hears their plight, surely he will agree to end the curse.
Okay, so we can force the fight here. I'm actually going to try something different, so let's bring Zathrian to the chamber.
Tell him if he refuses. Outside of this chamber.
And I wonder if he actually helps you in the fight, so we will find out.
Ah, and here you are already.
Somehow I figured I'd find you here.
Did you? Aren't you the intuitive one? There was no way to tell what would happen once you reached this ruin, so I decided to come myself.
We need to talk, you and I.
Yes, there will be plenty of time for that. Did you acquire the heart?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. May I ask then, why are you leaving the ruin?
The lady won't summon Witherfang until you break the curse.
You do understand that she actually is Witherfang?
She is? So they lied to me?
Perhaps not lied as much as did not clarify. Witherfang is part of her, but also separate. She is the powerful spirit of this ancient forest that I summoned long ago and bound in the body of the wolf. Her nature is that of the forest itself. Beautiful and terrible, serene and savage, maiden and beast. She is the lady and Witherfang both, two sides of a single being. The curse came first from her. Those she afflicted with it mirrored her own nature, becoming savage beast as well as human.
The curse came first from you.
They attacked my clan, and they were the same savages then that they have ever been. They deserve to be wiped out and not defended. Come, I will accompany you back to the ruin. Let us go and speak to the spirit, and I will force her into Witherfang's form. He may then be slain and the heart taken.
Will killing Witherfang break the curse?
No, Witherfang's heart will cure the hunters, but it does not end the curse. The curse is more powerful than that. And even if I could, I would not break the curse. These savage beasts deserve their existence. I will do nothing to help them. Ever.
Very well. Let's kill them and get this over with.
They are awaiting our arrival, are they not? So this should not be a difficult approach. I am eager to have this over with. So here you are, Spirit.
She is the lady of the forest. You will address her properly.
You've taken a name, Spirit? And you've given names to your pets? These beasts who follow you?
It was they who gave me a name, Zathrian. And the names they take are their own. They follow me because I help them to find who they are.
Who they are has not changed from whom their ancestors were. Wild savages, worthless dogs. Their twisted shape only mirrors their monstrous hearts.
He will not help us, lady. It is as I warned you. He is not here to talk.
That is true. I am not here to talk. I am here for Witherfang's heart, and that is all.
He has come to kill you, lady.
And what of you, mortal? Do you support Zathrian in this, even after all that you have heard?
I do. I came for the heart and that's it.
Be wary. The lady must be protected.
And will you not change your mind after all this time, Zathrian? I beg you to see what you have wrought here.
As my daughter begged for mercy, perhaps? I see only beasts, and a spirit who has misled them into thinking they are more than what they are. Come, Grey Warden. Let's end this.
Okay, so at least we have Zathrian on our side. That may help in this fight. Okay, my character's down. That is unfortunate. Ooh, he took me down. Okay.
What?
I will say this fight is a lot easier than the one at the front, at least if you've got Zathrian with you. It's partly because there are just less wolves around, but partly that Zathrian is actually quite a strong ally, and he is taking all the aggro from Witherfang herself. But as you can kind of see from the dialogue we had, this is clearly not the choice the game wants you to go with. It gives you the choice, like, you do have this option to destroy all the wolves, but it's clearly not the one the game pushes you towards. It's a bit like the one with the possessed child, Connor. you know, the game clearly is not pushing you towards
So be it.
killing him, and that's made extremely obvious, but it's there if you are stubborn enough to actually do it. Oh, Zathrian is really low on health. I have a feeling though that he can't die, so I think he's actually, his health bar is just for show. He can't actually be knocked out, I'm pretty sure. Really helping that Witherfang is just ignoring and focusing on Alistair though. Oh, looks like I'm wrong. Zathrian's down, and now it's targeting Alistair. I should really check before I speak. That's okay.
Orders.
Okay, let's try and take down the wolf. Doesn't have that much health, but again, I am left with just Sten. And I do think she can summon werewolves, which is kind of what I'm trying to keep an eye out for. I don't want one of them to sneak up on me. But since I'm out of potions, I really hope I can take her out before she takes me out. Yep, got her. Just. Is he actually dead, or does he come back to life? Let's take the
It shall
halves.
be as you say.
The dread beast is dead, and the heart is now mine. Well done, Grey Warden. You have succeeded in your task.
What would have happened if you had been killed?
Small chance of that. But Lanaya knows how to use the heart to cure the hunters, so my people would have survived. Shall we leave now?
Yes, let's go back to camp now.
Excellent. I am most eager to see my hunters hale and hearty once more. It is done. The essence of the wolf's heart appears to have banished all trace of the cursed blood from the hunters. Though you did not ask for one, you have earned a reward to go along with our respect and gratitude. Consider it a gift from our ancestors. Let me say it officially. I hereby swear to uphold the terms of the ancient contract our people formed with the Grey Wardens.
Okay, and there we go. So that's the other way you can complete that quest. Like I said, not really the way I recommend. I tend to prefer to do the compromise, but it's certainly an option. Just before we go, we'll point out that the reward Zathrian gave you here was Griffin's Beak, which is a tier 6 two-handed battle axe. Decent enough weapon, does have that damage against Darkspawn, which is nice. Also got the amulet, the Heart of Witherfang. Rather interesting amulet, +1 strength, +1 magic, and 50% nature resistance. Honestly, not that great, because most characters use either strength or magic, not both. Is nice if you're taking nature damage though, for some reason. Okay, and now let's swap over to the third way this quest can end, so I'll see you again in a minute. For the third ending you can achieve in the Brecilian Forest, I've swapped over to my Dwarf Commoner character, so let's go and see how this turns out.
Stop! We do not wish any more of our people hurt.
We don't need to fight them, so we can just parley.
Not with me. She means you know
I'll skip through most of this, because this is basically
provided
the
your
same as
willingness
the main
to
option we
parley in
chose.
peace is an honest one.
So then take me to this lady.
I bid you welcome, mortal. I am the Lady of the Forest.
Thank you, I am glad we have this chance to talk.
Do not listen to him, lady. He will betray you. We must attack him now.
Hush, Swiftrunner. Your urge for battle has only seen the death of the very ones you've been trying to save. Is that what you want?
No, my lady. Anything but that.
And the time has come to speak with this outsider, to set our rage aside. I apologize on Swiftrunner's behalf. He struggles with his nature.
As do we all, lady.
Truer words were never spoken. But few could claim the same as these creatures, that their very nature is a curse forced upon them. No doubt you have questions, mortal. There are things that Zathrian has not told you.
Such as?
It was Zathrian.
The humans.
Again, gonna skip through this because this is all the same as we've already
I showed
seen.
Swiftrunner that there was another side to his bestial nature. I soothed his rage and his humanity emerged. And he
Why did
brought
you
others
ambush
to
the
me.
Dalish? For revenge?
Please, mortal. You must go to him. Bring him here. If he sees these creatures, hears their plight, surely he will agree to end the curse.
Okay, now here is where you need to make the different choice. As you can see, there's this persuade option. I believe to do this you do need to pass the persuade check, but let us give it a go. I have another plan. Kill the elves, kill Zathrian.
I like this plan.
Well, I do not like this plan at all. Inciting these poor creatures to attack the Dalish. Are you mad?
Yeah, I probably should have taken Wynne out of my party for this, and I don't think Alistair will like it either. We're here to fight the Darkspawn, not help the elves.
Very well. If you think it is best, then do it. But I still think it is cruel.
And you would help us in this? You would attack the Dalish?
The Grey Warden needs allies. I'll take you over the elves.
Then we attack. They are weak with the curse. Let us leave him no choice but to break it. Break it or die.
So be it. Come, gather the others. Tonight, we go into battle. Zathrian will be our greatest foe. Leave him to me.
Then we attack! Brothers and sisters, tonight we have vengeance!
So, it has come to this. The Grey Warden betrays us after all.
You're going to end this curse, one way or another.
I will not. You think you gain something by supporting the spirit and these rabid beasts? You are a fool!
You began this, Zathrian, not they. You summoned me, and placed me in the body of the Dread Wolf. This is your doing.
And they deserve their fate, spirit. They still do.
The humans that caused you grief are centuries dead, Zathrian. You bring suffering to innocents, as well as to your own people.
My people will be cured when we rip the heart from your chest. As for these beasts, they will continue to suffer for what they did. They and all their descendants.
You will end this curse! End it, or you will all die!
Never! Never! You shall suffer as I suffer.
Only three disapproval from Wynne. I was expecting a little more than that. Okay, well, let's take on the elves.
Enemies approaching!
We'll say this ending is quite interesting. I don't think most games would honestly give you a choice like this. But here you are fully able to slaughter all the elves, all the people you've gotten to know ever since you entered the forest. Some of them are unnamed, but some, like Mithra, are people we have spoken to before, and even helped us in some cases. There's Varathorn there in the fighting. He was the merchant, or Alora, who with the sick Harla. However, although it's interesting you get this choice, I really don't think it's the best option, simply because you do lose out on Varathorn as a merchant going forward. And after you help the elves, he restocks with some quite good items. He gets a new inventory. There's Cyril the Storyteller.
Shall be done. It is begun.
And so it is done. You have had your revenge, good Swift Runner.
We shall never be free of the curse, my lady. I am sorry.
Perhaps not. But perhaps we can try to find a place for ourselves outside of the forest now.
But we will never be accepted.
We shall see. Thank you, mortal, for the part you played in this. What would you ask of us in return?
Only that you battle the Darkspawn when you are called to.
Then I offer you my oath. The werewolves shall do battle. At your command, and yours alone. This I swear.
And I as well. I can leave my forest for a time and join Swift Runner's people in battle if I am needed. It will take some time for us to gather. The elven hunters will begin to turn, and they will need to be brought into our fold. But you will have your army, mortal.
There we go, we get the achievement Slayer. So let's go have a look at that real quick. It's the other side of Poacher, so siding with the werewolves in Nature of the Beast gives you the achievement Slayer. Alrighty.
I shall do it.
So as you can see, as they just mentioned, you still get allies doing it this way, but instead of the elves joining you in the final battle, you'll have werewolves instead, which are very useful allies. I'm just not really a big fan of slaughtering the elven camp, to be honest. And as you can see, Varathorn's station is empty. Can't buy anything from him anymore. And it'll just be the werewolves here in the future. But still, really interesting choice the game does legitimately give you here. But I think that's it, so let's swap over to my main playthrough.
You are not religious, yes? You do not believe?
I do, to some extent.
Okay, no conversations when I enter camp. That is slightly unusual, actually, but that's alright. Come over here, you will see that there is Emissary Charon from the Elves.
You witnessed the rarest of things, Warden. The Dalish stand ready to defend Ferelden.
Do you need anything?
We have assembled on a short schedule. Certain factors of equipment could be better. Crafting components would serve best. Basic ones like elf root and deep mushroom.
Yeah, if you don't need any of your elf root or deep mushroom, you can come here and deposit in the crates now that we have the elves. Okay, we got quite a lot of approval with Shale, I believe. Let's talk
I've
to her.
watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
That could be good or bad.
Good, of course. It doesn't want to have anything in common with all those other filthy substandard human types, does it? Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
There's a backhanded compliment in there somewhere.
Nonsense. It can imagine my surprise discovering such a thing was possible from a creature so soft. But there it is. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
And we wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
Okay, I'm actually going to turn off Spellmite just because the effect is really annoying in conversations.
It speaks.
It does. I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, master, I exist to serve the master. I shall kill for the master and only for the master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
Are they dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
Being different isn't so bad.
Did I say it was bad? It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval. I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
I agree. Being a golem would be handy.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Oh, got some good approval with Shale there, though.
It speaks.
Have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
How did you end up in Honleith? Do you remember?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum, snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
Do you remember anything before Honleith?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went? It is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Just how old are you exactly?
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
You didn't like this Wilhelm, I take it?
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Oh yes, a fortune in fact.
Good. Clearly, I am worth it.
I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh.
Interesting, I'm done asking about that.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Okay, there we go. That is Shale and some of his backstory. What I do need to do is go and talk to Morrigan, actually.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Your mother has been doing this for a long time, then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can anyone become a shape-changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell, and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required, if I cared to teach you.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I'm shocked that you think so. Being a mage of the circle as you were. But perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower.
Yes, very much so.
I thought so.
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
That's all I wanted to
Indeed.
ask.
Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural
Kind
abomination?
of already
to
given
be
you
put
our
to the
opinion,
torch?
Morrigan, but that's okay. I think your abilities sound quite useful.
A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk, let us proceed lest the dust gather on us.
Okay, in case you couldn't tell what I was trying to do there,
await
Morrigan
your
can
command.
teach you to become a shape changer. She unlocks a specialization for you, which is why you don't need the book to do it. I was trying to unlock
full
it.
of questions, are you?
Can you teach others?
By others, do you mean yourself?
Yes, I'm considering it.
Then I shall teach you what I can
There we go.
whenever we are in camp, provided you have the will to even make the attempt, that is.
And specialization unlocked, shape changer.
What's on your mind?
Is there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
I guess death isn't an illness, is it?
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
I don't fear death. It's the dying that scares me.
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Are you content?
I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
Okay.
What's on your mind?
Do you have any regrets at all?
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
Tell me. It might make you feel better.
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
But the mages treat the elves and humans alike.
All he knew of the humans was what he had seen in the alienage. He was very wary of us. What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home, time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult.
And what did he think of you?
Oh, I dread to think. I was a harsh taskmistress. He might have thought I was a demon in disguise. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to him?
Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
He's dead then?
They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
It's not your fault, Wynne.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Anarin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he did find the Dalish.
The Templars are well-trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
See, there is a bright side.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
Okay, so there is Wynne's personal quest, Wynne's regret.
What's on your mind?
There is one other thing I want from Wynne, though.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
It's been a while since I left the tower.
It has been almost a year, hasn't it? Do you miss the tower at all?
Yes, it was my home for so long.
You can take a mage out of the circle, but you can't take the circle out of the mage. Or so Irving used to say. He was joking, but there is some truth to the statement. A mage never
But I'm a Grey Warden now.
But you will always be a mage. You represent both mages and Grey Wardens, and your actions may reflect well or badly on both groups. Remember that.
I will try. Thank you for the advice.
Oh, but listen to me go on. You start a conversation, and I just run away with it, don't I?
I'm glad you take the time to counsel me.
I've been mentoring apprentices for so long, it's become something I do unconsciously. I don't know if I could stop even if I wanted to.
Okay, I actually wonder if what I'm trying to do, you need to complete a quest first, so we'll come back to Wynne. That's all good.
Here I am.
These other people I will probably leave for now. Actually, we can probably get Liliana's quest, because we've had her with us for a while.
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
My hair, thank you.
It's very nice, and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. 1 year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
Poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you. Like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
And I actually do like the way you ramble.
You see? This is what I mean. You're such a pleasure to talk to. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
So this is the start of a romance path with Liliana. Now, Liliana is bisexual, so whether you're man or woman, you can romance her. And do you often enjoy the company of other women?
And what would you do if I said I do? Very much so, in fact.
I think I might giggle, maybe look coy.
Huh? You must do that then. Perhaps later when I'm not prepared for it. Surprise me. Come then, let us get going. If I recall correctly, you have some important earth-shattering business to attend to.
Okay.
I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me, safer.
I know what you mean.
I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The Darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows.
It's not silly to seek moments to lay down your burdens.
I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you still watchful. And I know you're watching out for me.
That's what friends do. Look out for each other.
What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am.
You're cute when you're embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm just flushed because of the heat.
I've always wanted us to be more than just friends.
Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, Oh, how very awkward.
I thought you were comfortable around me.
Well, yes, but don't question me. I am a woman and I reserve the right to be inconsistent. Why am I being such a baby about this? I must be a sight spilling my guts. Well, that settles it then.
There we go. Massive approval from Liliana, and we just started a relationship with her. Yeah, so you can have a relationship with 4 people, although only 3 depending on your gender. So for a woman, you can have a relationship with Liliana, Alistair, and Zevran. If you are a man, then you can have a relationship with Liliana or Zevran, or Morrigan is the third choice. Because both Morrigan and Alistair are straight. And I will show you all the romance options for the main character. I have decided to go with Liliana. But I will show you the other romance options with different characters. I'll romance a different one in each playthrough. But for now, that will do. I actually wanted to get something out of Liliana, though. There is still beauty to be found in this world.
It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally. Their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier?
Tell me the story.
A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors, but spurned them all, for she did not love them. One day, Elindra was sitting by her window in her father's castle, singing and dreaming, when her lovely voice caught the attention of a young soldier. Entranced by her song, the soldier drew near to Elindra's window. As their eyes met, he fell in love with her, and she with him. When Elindra told her father about the man she had chosen, he was furious, for Elindra was high-born, but her love nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned in the highest tower of his castle, and sent her soldier to the wars. Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love, and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So earnest was her plea that the gods themselves were moved. They gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens, where she became a star. The gods also raised up the soul of Elindra's soldier love, and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The band of stars between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love. They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
That's a beautiful story.
This story is one of my favorites. A tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action. Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist?
If we lose hope in love, then we are truly lost.
I never expected you to say that. It is a pleasant surprise.
Don't tell the others I said that.
Of course not. It will be our secret. I have to say there is a certain severity to you. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side show more often. Sometimes following your heart, not your head, leads you to remarkable places. I'm here for you.
Okay, we need to talk.
Of course.
What would someone like you be doing in Lothering's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
You know, a beautiful, charming woman like yourself.
And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong. There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister, all of them chaste and virtuous. It added to their mystique, because then they were forbidden, and forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no?
What about your fruit? Is it forbidden?
My fruit? I can't believe I'm having this conversation. But no, I did not take vows. The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
What did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
That is comforting.
It's a beautiful sentiment, I think. One that brings peace and hope to the grieving.
There we go. Okay. Interestingly, they put that song to the game just for this random conversation with
I'm
Liliana.
here for you. Of course.
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Do you remember nothing of your mother?
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andraste's Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Long time ago, we actually found someone, Andraste's Grace, and gave them to Liliana. This is kind of the conversation to tell you that's what you should do, but, you know, you don't need the conversation
I'm
to
here
give the
for
gift
you.
to her.
Of course.
There is a particular thing I am trying to find out, though. I heard that in Orlais, minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
Someone told me this a long time ago.
And you believe everything you hear? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
And the bards are spies?
Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
What sort of services does a bard offer?
What do you think? They infiltrate, steal, sometimes assassinate? It depends on the bard. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the Empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
You were a bard, weren't you?
I have revealed too much, it seems. But it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past.
But why were you living as a cloistered sister in rural Ferelden?
I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here.
Okay, we actually got a codex entry out of that. I just updated Liliana's by the looks of it.
I'm here for you.
Can you teach me to be a bard?
I don't think you have the correct aptitude. I could give you some pointers, though. You may be able to pass them on to someone you know. Let's just go over there, away from the others. For safety, yes? I expect there shall be daggers flying about willy-nilly for a time.
There we go, specialization unlocked, bard. So that is one of the rogue specializations. It's the one Liliana has, of course.
I'm here for you. Of course.
This vision of
I
yours.
knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Okay, I was actually hoping to get Liliana's personal quest, but that's okay, we'll get it later. So I think that is more than enough for this episode. It's probably gone on quite long, but that's okay. So we'll finish up here, and then next episode we will decide where we're going now with the Brecilian Forest completed. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.